Hello, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for the support on my last video. I did not expect that video to pop off how it did. The absolute most refreshing thing was seeing men who genuinely got it, who resonated with the message, and who were kind of defending women's voices in the comments, as well as lifting other men up. This is exactly what positive masculinity looks like. And I guarantee if you guys continue on the path of self-development and growth and trying to understand women, you will absolutely meet the woman that you want to be with. In today's video, I want to talk about some lies that the media tells women. I think the average woman understands that this is destructive to dating, but unfortunately, I see a lot of women who fall for this as well, and it just drives a wedge further into their relationships with men. As always, this video is meant to raise awareness. It is not meant to hate on women, and any comments hating on women or hating on men are not welcome here. Thank you very much. The first point is that men should simply accept you exactly as you are. Exactly as you are. What do I mean by this? If your man expresses that he feels like you need to do some work on yourself because his attraction is waning somehow, I would suggest to reprogram your mind from thinking that this is super offensive and he doesn't love me, to instead thinking about it this way. He's communicating his feelings, he's letting you know, and he's encouraging you to be a better person for yourself and for him. This is positive. This is an example of a healthy thing in a relationship because it means that you care about one another and you want to be better for one another and continue to elevate each other. To simply let yourself go in a relationship, whether you're a man or a woman, such that your partner is no longer attracted to you. And again, there are nuances. We can talk about nuances all day. Women's bodies go through changes. They go through massive changes during pregnancy. They go through hormonal swings every month. Women go through menopause. Like, women's bodies go through a lot. But I'm just saying that overall, in the long term, it's a disservice to allow yourself to simply get comfortable, to not hold yourself to as high of a standard anymore. Again, whether you are a man or a woman. The next lie is the lie that you have to sexualize yourself to be attractive to men. I think that the average woman understands this. Like, typical women, the vast majority of women understand this. But considering how prevalent sexualization is on social media, and that there's literally teenagers and little girls almost embracing their sexuality. What sexuality? What sexuality? You are a child. So I have a huge problem with that. For young girls, be careful. Be careful how you present yourself. Be careful what you post online. Just know that a man who is serious about you, who is looking for a long-term relationship, will actually see the fact that you don't sexualize yourself. You embrace your feminine beauty, but you don't put it all out on display for everybody to see. He's actually going to appreciate that. Okay, so just keep that in mind when you're dating or when you're thinking about things to post online. The third point is that men are trash. This is simply not true. Men are not trash. If the majority of women are not trash, why would the majority of men be trash? It's really annoying when there's like these statistics that the top 80% of women go for the top, like, what is it, 20 or 10% of guys or something. Like, I understand that a lot of guys are simply undateable in today's society. I get that, but that is why I encourage self-improvement for both men and for women, and to have high standards for yourself and for those around you. However, there's also a lot of guys who are dateable and who don't fit into that top 20 or top 10%. It's just that you're focused on the wrong things. You focus on superficial things like height, like how much money he makes, or worse yet, how much, somebody left a comment on my last video about clout, how much clout he has. I don't know a single woman who focuses on this, quite frankly, because that is ridiculous. But I would encourage women to look at deeper values, look at, like, is he hardworking? Is he kind? Is he a man of integrity? Is he loyal? Does he communicate his feelings well? Is he emotionally mature? Think about these things. How does he treat the women in his life? How does he treat you? He doesn't have to be rich. He has to be a man who is comfortable in his masculinity to be able to be a provider, you know? And he doesn't have to even pay for everything. He doesn't even have to be super swole. He just has to be on the path of self-improvement so that you as a woman can respect him and you feel that your life is better with him in it than without him in it. But I encourage women to see every dating history as a lesson. Take a lesson or many away from that experience and then course correct. Stop falling for men who don't value you as a human and who don't respect you. Next is the beauty standard. A lot of women have like straight up body dysmorphia, straight up facial dysmorphia or whatever from filters and from what's that thing called? Facetune. Ladies, you don't need it. Ladies, straight up, like, I genuinely believe that anybody who wants to make themselves physically attractive can make themselves physically attractive with enough work. And I say this with a huge caveat, the absolutely huge caveat, that sometimes it takes a lot of financial resources to meet the beauty standard, which is why I don't encourage anybody to strive towards it, because it is fake. It changes all the time, and it's based on whatever the media wants you to see as beautiful that particular day or that particular year. It's completely unsustainable. So just try to find your style. Try to find something that makes you feel confident, makes you feel empowered, and naturally you will radiate positive energy, positive, beautiful energy. With that being said, I do want to say that women who want to get modifications, go for it. I will never tell a woman what to do with her body as long as she is scientifically aware. She knows what the procedure entails, what the consequences could be. That is the only note for women who are looking to get any procedures. But hey, like, whatever makes you feel empowered, as long as you're not striving to be something that you're not, or because of a sense of necessity, because you think that you have to be this way to be attractive to men. You do not. Now, this last part of the video, I didn't like how I explained it the first time, so that's why I'm re-recording it. But it's this trope of the strong, independent woman. I think it is super important for women to be strong and independent as is. I think it's important for women to make their own money and to have their own high income skills. It is dangerous to rely only on your partner in the case that something happens, or if God forbid your partner gets into an accident or something. You know, you need to know how to carry yourself and how to stand on your own 2 feet. But I think sometimes feminism misleads women into thinking that strong and independent means either that you have to take care of everything by yourself or compete with a man. And at the end of the day, that is not the case. You don't have to compete with an equal partner. Just because you can carry 6 bags of groceries up 3 flights of stairs through 2 heavy doors, it doesn't mean that you should. And if there's a guy that's willing and able to help you, if he wants to help you carry those bags, if he wants to open the door, if he offers to pay, if that's his way of expressing his care for you through those acts of service, then I think that there is nothing wrong in allowing a man to do that. That is how he wants to contribute to the relationship. I also think that men who want an equal and competent partner appreciate strong, independent women. And likewise, strong, independent women who are comfortable in their femininity actually find it super attractive when a guy takes initiative and when he wants to contribute instead of just watching the woman struggle. So my advice for strong, independent women would be to allow the guy to help you when he wants to help you. And in fact, ask for help, because sometimes men aren't always 100% in the loop about what you could be struggling with. But also with the guy, just remember that chivalry is not dead and it should never die. It is actually a very important part of attracting a woman, to be chivalrous and to be a gentleman. So I encourage you to be a gentleman. If you see a woman struggling, even out in public, if you see her like loading something heavy into her car, don't be a creep about it, obviously, but just offer, hey, do you need help like carrying these huge bags of soil into your car or something, you know? We need each other's help. That's what we're here for, to help each other. So with this being said, I do want to share a very interesting video that popped up on my YouTube feed of this woman who has a realization that she's so accustomed to doing things by herself that she doesn't even allow the guy to do what he wants to do. Have a fantastic rest of your day. I will see you in my next video. Thanks. Bye.
Today, I had to take my car to the shop, and he offered to pick me up, and we go work out together. And we did, and it was wonderful. And then we went just for a quick Chick-fil-A lunch, and I had to get some grocery shopping done, and he came with me to get some groceries. And when we got up to pay, he wanted to pay for, why am I crying? He wanted to pay for the groceries for my family. And I didn't let him. And then we got to the car, and he told me to get in the car, and he would put all the groceries away. And I didn't let him. I needed to help, right? And then he was like, I'll put the cart away. And I was like, no, I got it. I didn't let him. I'm not used to someone loving me this way, treating me this way. So it's like uncomfortable. And I'm so mad at myself for not letting him just be the man that he wanted to be. And I'm going to tell him tonight and apologize. But I'm also really mad at myself that this man is probably only a couple inches taller than me. I don't know. He's probably like 5'7". You know, one of the dating apps I've never went out with. I never would go out with anyone under 6 foot. What the I also wouldn't go out with a man that had a blue collar job. What I am. This man is so great.